Hey, you guys, this is Chandra. I am back with you to talk about mental wellness. Been gone for a while. To be honest, I had to take a little mental health break as well as a physical health break. I have seasonal allergies, and for some reason this year was just a little more brutal than I expected, but that's okay. I'm back on. I'm ready to talk with you. Every time we talk, I mention the fact that the current state of affairs just seem to be, getting more and more complex, more and more difficult to navigate. I just want to give you some tips on how to navigate, how to keep your own life under control. And a lot of times, I know you already know this, but it never hurts to get a reminder. And if you don't know, it's a good way to get started on keeping your life on track, because there's plenty out there that can get your life off track. So let's talk about the first thing, which to me is the most important thing. Do not panic. The consumer price index rose, I think late last week. I think it was Friday it was announced it. So that inflation is now 8.6%, although it's much higher on several important items, important to our well-being, important to us being able to even function. As we know, gas, especially here in California, gas is just completely out of control. Some food items are ridiculously expensive. So with all these things going on and wages not increasing for a number of people, there's a feeling of panic that can creep in. I barely had things under control before all this happened. And now every time I go to get gas, my heart drops into my stomach, because last week it was $5. This week it's $6. What's it going to be next? Do not panic. Do not give in to the temptation to panic. Things are going to be all right. Take each day. Take one day at a time. Do what you can do. Forget about the rest. Continue to find ways to cut back on your expenses, collaborate with other people. Keep your mind about you, because you'll need it. We're probably in for a long summer. I really hope not, but I think we're in for a long summer, and you're going to need your wits about you. That leads me to my second point I want to talk with you is about brainstorming. I'm sure you've heard of brainstorming. Brainstorm for your resources, your money, your business, your jobs, your children, whatever you need to do. Brainstorming is extremely powerful. Just get a piece of paper, sit down for about 20 minutes, longer if you have it, and just list all of the important categories in your life, especially those where you feel stuck. Write them all down, maybe a separate piece of paper for each one, and then start writing all of the ways that you can improve upon your current circumstances. You hate your job? Okay. There's plenty of ways to deal with that. One is to get another job, which can often be a challenge in itself. You can find a way to develop a different perspective on your job. A lot of times these jobs have people on them that are basically good for nothing. They come in, they only care about themselves and what they do in the workplace and how to make themselves look good, and they make life really difficult for everyone else. That could be a coworker, that could be a supervisor, could be a manager, and sometimes it's not always convenient to leave, to quit, to find another job. At some point, you're going to have to either confront that person or rearrange your schedule while you're out at work, rearrange your routine to either avoid that person or stay 1 or 2 steps ahead of them. It's a burden to think that we have to deal with people this way, but it's a reality. And you have it within your power to handle it. So just remember, as you brainstorm, these are your ideas of how to get more creative about living the life that you want to live in the odds and facing the odds of, all these things that we're going through right now, high prices, you name it. So you have the power to recreate or create the life that you want. And always remember that. The third thing I want to mention to you is that life is extremely short. I think this last 2 or 3 years has shown that to me. I honestly can have a week go by and I'm busy and it can feel like just simply a day has gone by. I've gotten better at keeping track of the days of the week than I was, say, last year, but I still feel like the time is so limited. And so what that has done to me is make me realize that I have to enjoy my life right now, today. I can't wait until I lose that last 5 pounds or until, I color my hair or I make, X amount of money compared to what I'm making now. I have to enjoy life right now. I have to realize I might have some minor health annoyances like seasonal allergies from time to time, but I have my health. I have the ability to navigate the life that I want. I don't always get what I want. I don't always have what I want, but I can keep everything in perspective and realize that things could be worse and things are really good. They're really good. And we don't know, honestly, we don't know where this country's headed right now. We don't know where the world is headed right now. But I can tell you, and I'm sure you would agree, it looks very different than it did only 3 years ago. And we have to adjust or we will continue to feel overburdened and stressed. And if you need to, get your family involved in this process. Get your spouse involved. Get your children involved. So now is a great time, especially with your kids, to show them how to brainstorm, how to start looking at their own lives more strategically and help them to realize that they are not helpless. They are not just passive observers. They have the opportunity to create the life that they want right now. And you guys together, you can show them how to realize their dreams and they can even support your dreams. So once again, I just want to remind you, do not panic. Take some time to brainstorm for your resources, your money, your business, your job, whatever's important to you. And finally, enjoy your life now. Want to thank you for stopping by, and I will talk with you soon.